Hi everybody, this is Dr. Suganya, Associate Professor in Department of Computer Science at Dr. S.N.S. Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. In this video, we are going to discuss about the loops in C. So, what are all the loops are available in C programming means? So, first of all, before entering into the types of loops, loop statements, we have to know what is a loop. So, loops in programming are used to repeat a block of code until the specified condition is met. A loop statement allows programmers to execute a statement or a group of statements multiple times without repetition of code. So, this is the main purpose of using loops in the programming languages. And in C programming, the loops has been broadly classified into two types, namely entry controlled loops and exit controlled loops. So when we see about the entry control loops, that loops test the condition whether it is checked before entering the main body of the loop, and the well-known example for the entry control loops is the for loop and while loop. Will be explained in the next slides. The second category of loop is the exit control loops. So in exit control loops, the test condition is evaluated at end of the loop body, and the loop body will execute at least one irrespective of the other loops. And the well-known example for the exit control loops is the do while loops, and the picture clearly shows that the loops has been broadly classified into two types and the example for each category of loops. Let us see the loop statements one by one. Firstly, we are going to see about the for loop in C programming. So this is the loop which is a repetition control structure that allows programmers to write a loop that will be executed a specific number of times. For loop enables the programmers to perform n number of steps together in a single line, and this is the respective syntax for the for loop. That is, first we have to initialize the expression, then only under the test condition we are testing the expressions. Next we have to update the expression. Inside the bracket, the body of the loop will be executed. We are also having another example for the for loop where we are initializing the variable called I of integer data type with a value 0, and we are specifying the condition that the variable should be less than n, and the variable has been incremented by 1 using the increment operator. The plus plus is the incrementer operator. After checking this, the body of the loop will be executed. Next is the while loop. So while loop is also a conditional control loop. The syntax of the while loop is where we are initializing, as like a for loop, we are initializing the expression. Inside the while loop we are testing the expression. So inside that bracket, the body of the loop will be executed. This is the example program for the while loop, where inside the main function we have initialized the variable I of integer data type with the value 2. We are testing the condition using the while statement that we are specifying the variable I should be less than 10. So if it is less than 10 times the loop will be executed. There see here the variable I has been incremented by value 1 using the increment operator. So totally the 10 times the loop will be executed. Next is the do while loop. So the do while loop is similar to a while loop, but the only difference between the do while loop is that it tests the condition which is tested at the end of the body. In the do while loop, the loop of the body will be executed at least once irrespective of the test condition. This is the syntax of the do while loop, which will be very similar to the while loop. Next we are going to see about the break statement, where the break statement is used in an earlier chapter for in C programming. It was used to jump out of the switch statement. So while seeing in the switch case statements, we are using the break, where it can also be used to jump out of a loop. So here we have given an example for the break statement where we have declared a variable called I of integer data type. The break statement has been used used inside the for loop statement, where the variable I has been initialized with the value 0, and the condition is that the variable should be less than 10. It was incremented by value 1 for one iteration using the increment operator. The condition is that the value I should be, that is, the condition has been checked using the if condition, if statement, that is the value I should be 4. So there we are using the break statement, and in the fourth iteration, that is the value will be incremented one by one during the iterations. In the fourth level of the iteration, the value of the I will reach 4. So we have specified there the break statement. So once the iteration 4 comes, the value of the I reaches the 4, automatically the break statement, the loops comes out of the loop. Next is the continue statement, where the continue statement breaks one iteration in the loop, and if it is specified, the condition occurs and it continues with the next iteration of the loop. Here it is an example given. So this was very similar to the previous example, that again we are initializing the variable I of integer data type with the value 0, and we are testing the condition that the variable I should be less than 10. It has been incremented using the incremented operator every iteration with the value of 1. So here again we are using the if statement, where the value of the I should be reach 4. So in the previous example, that is for the break statement, I told you that if the value of the I reaches 4, using the break statement, the loop will, that is the loop will be come out, and if we specify the continue statement, the control will be kept continued till the value of the I reaches 10. So next is the go to statement. So the go to statement is a jump statement, which is sometimes referred to as the unconditional loop or unconditional jump statement. The go to statement can be used to jump from anywhere to anywhere within a program. So whenever we want to jump from one statement to another statement inside a program, we can use of the go to statement. So whenever we are using go to statement, we have to specify the label also. The above is the syntax for the go to, so where we have declared along with the label 1. So when the control in any C programming, the control reaches the particular label, the control will be goes out of that loop using the go to statement. Thank you.